Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of Major Minor. This is Mira. I hope you all had a great day. I obviously did have a great day. It's been a pretty quiet day, nice and warm, just the way I like it. But yeah, episode 2 was a pretty long episode, so if you guys want me to do long episodes, so it doesn't really want you want to get right into it, but if you want short episodes, just so you can be able to just pause it whenever you want, get back to just get back to what you're doing after watching a video. Please let me know in the comment section below, and yeah, let's get right into it. A maid cafe, you say? I'd highly advise against that. They're just a waste of time. Plus, you two don't look like the type of people I'd find sitting around a cafe. What's that supposed to mean? Whatever you want it to mean, I guess. I am eternally grateful that you decided to take plans without even consulting me. It makes me feel very special. Well, what did you have in mind? Nothing really. I guess that's where you get off lucky. There's been something like a delay. You won't be seeing Clace for a day or two now. So, I've been tasked with taking you to a place of your choosing, to help pass time and bond. Wait. Then why were you mad? We got to choose where to go, and you didn't even have any ideas? I am changing the subject now. Good old Brooke. Since it seems like you both want to go to a maid cafe, I could take you to one of the more popular ones in Electric Town. Electric Town? You don't mean Akihabara? Yes, I do. Clace pretty much lives in that district. It'll give you ideas of what to talk about. Wow, I think I'm gonna get along with him great. But you said something came up? Is everything okay? Yes, it's fine. Just a dispute between him and his tour manager, Singe. It happens almost every other day. Oh, I hope it's nothing too serious. It'll be fine. It's nothing that a yelling match and a cool-down period won't solve for good. Oh, Minty. I didn't really picture Clace as the type to yell. I find that hard to believe. I guess you'll find out when you're meeting. True. Well, should we go to the maid cafe then? I guess we'll just pass time for now. Sure. But let it be noted that I never wanted any part of this. Alright? Whoa, someone's insecure. Wouldn't you say so, Mura? I realized that this is the first time Keela has called me by name, and that catches me a little off guard. Though being caught off guard prevents me from answering an otherwise condemning question. I'll take your silence as a non-answer. Besides, we're not going to get anywhere if we stand here all day. Follow me, you two. It's high time we ditched this station. Would you like to save your game? Yes, we do. Thank you. After a few moments of walking, we finally get outside. I take a deep breath of the fresh air. This is my first time being outside in quite a while. The air here feels different. Not bad different, just a completely new environment to me. Whoa. It sure smells different here. Indeed, it does. You get used to it. I know they put you on the train pretty fast after you got off that flight. So this must be your first time outside. At least your first real time. Yeah, I'd say so. Wait, does that mean me and Mura were on the same flight at the same time too? What are the odds? Actually, the odds are pretty much 100% that we would be on the same plane in this case. But I don't feel the need to point that out and correct him. People hate that. Pretty solid actually. You both won the same contest after all. Enter Rook, the social assassin, blurting out the things we don't dare to. I guess you're right. He looks defeated. Precisely the reason why I didn't want to say that. Well, there's no point standing around discussing the smell in the air, you know. I know we misled you by telling you that things would be kept low-key. We didn't want to spoil the limo surprise. You mean we get to go in the limo? That was a pleasant surprise actually. Rook gives us a soft wink as he says the word limo. Mood's completely reversed. Lead away. Well, actually it's right there. Rook points to a limo parked just seconds away. I didn't expect that we'd be driving in that, especially after they mentioned the low-key aspect. Well played. He knocks on the window and calls to someone inside, and out of the driver's side door, a new face emerges. So, you two are it? Yeah, I guess. There was only supposed to be 2 winners, remember? We're not fisting a Candyman. Not what I meant. I just expected something different, is all. What does she mean by that? Well, you can call me Jade. It's a pleasure to meet the both of you. After a year of hype around this contest, you just start to expect someone larger than life. That's all. My mistake. I apologize if I offended you in any way. It's nice to meet you too, and no offense was taken. In fact, I've been wondering, can you tell us a little bit about what Clays is like? I feel like I've built up this very wrong image in my head. You've met him, right? I see him all the time. He's a self-entitled, self-absorbed jerk. He only cares about himself and his own gain. Me, etc, etc. What? That was a joke. Sorry, I'm still learning this humour thing. One step at a time, I guess? If that was her definition of a joke, she doesn't need steps. She needs a giant leap. And bounds. True. Rook tries to teach me in our off time together, but I far from master the art of humour like he has. Oh, that explains it. Rook taught her. He's the last person I'd expect to have mastered humour. Well, I'd appreciate an honest answer. Of course. He can be shy and silent, but he can also be loud and outgoing. He can be polite and formal, or he can be crude and lax. He's just like any one of us. When you're up on the stage, or when you're in the middle of an interview, you definitely put on an act. That's not Clace. I don't think you'll have any trouble getting along with him. But I also don't think he's anything like you in picture. Alright, thanks for answering. Sounds like he's under lots of pressure. And, about the humour thing. You're doing great, keep learning. Whoa. Keeler can lie? I plan to. Weekends with Rook are great. Anyway, step inside the limo, alright? We'll get this adventure started. Yes, hype level off the charts. Step 1, never lie to someone about their poor humour. That's just real... bad move, Keeler, bad move. Outside the courthouse, moments later. Ooh. So, do you think that'll ruin Claire? Only time will tell, comrade. Risky though it was, having Kaboo rat out Claire, our main goal was to get Kaelin arrested. Now, we have an inside man. So, I have to ask. Was the evidence real? It doesn't matter. Not as long as it helps us achieve our goal. Means to an end, I believe the saying goes. I can't imagine players going to make things too pleasant for Kaelin or Cabu. What do you think he'll do? In Dominion? He'll likely place him into an interrogation cell, but Kalen has been trained to resist torture. Since he's going to be inside players' residence, we simply need to wait for his correspondence. Then we formulate a plan. He's going to plant some evidence for us to find during one of our next visits to the player residence. So, Kalen can resist torture, eh? He looks pretty frail to me. And Cabu? He'll probably face the brunt of this. It is a worthy sacrifice. Cabu did this willingly. I can see it now. Assassin's Guild members out-corrupt politician. Got to be helpful for our reputation, right? We're the Assassin's Guild. What reputation do you think we need to uphold exactly? I don't know. Just making conversation? If anyone was to know that King Velasquez funded us, then he would be the one getting ousted, comrade. Fine. So what do we do now? The player situation remains on standby. We cannot do anything until we hear from Kalen in the coming days, or until we have another off-worlder to provide the player. Then we visit him again. To that end, I suggest conducting the ritual once more. It helps on both fronts. The ritual? Again? You seem like a broken record. I wouldn't be too eager with our current record of failure. Velasquez made it quite clear how he felt about that. Even if we fail, and the wrong person is brought over, we just provide him the player and gain his trust. It's symbiotic. It's cold is what it is. Yes. It gives me the chills. Jeez. With him as my mentor, I'll never get anywhere worthwhile. Oh well. A man could dream. Wait up! Only you could dream, comrade. Only you could dream. Poor you. Ooh, we're inside the limo. Ooh. We're led into a massive limo. Actually, emphasis on the massive. I didn't think it would be this big in the inside. Jade promptly gets situated in the driver's seat. This leaves Rook, Keela, and myself in the back. Wow, this is amazing. It's so spacious, so luxurious. I wait for Rook to give some sort of witty remark. However, he doesn't. That's odd. He seems spaced out. I call out his name and give him a gentle nudge. Oh, sorry you two. Guess I was in my own little world, I mean. Actually, it looks like he was staring at Jade. I find myself questioning the relationship of these two. She quickly turns and speaks to us through the divider. So, where to? Unfortunately, we're going to the maid's cafe. And before you chime in, I didn't have any say in the matter. They thought of it. Alright then. I think I know which one you have in mind. Yeah. Just no mocking, okay? I wouldn't dream of it. Thanks. Alright, let's fasten our seatbelts. Don't want anyone dying before the tour. Anyways, I guess this is the part where we try to bond. Sounds like so much fun. Oh. He cringes as he says the word bond. Well, who wouldn't? Instead of acknowledging that, I notice some shuffling coming from the seat beside Jade. Was someone else there? I decided to bring that up. Oh, you notice her? Well, Inumi, do you want to say hi? Hi. Aww. Just as quickly as he appeared, he goes on to vanish. Who was that? That was Clay's brother, Inumi. Clay's brother? But he looks nothing... It's Clay's brother, Inumi. Clace was right, but... I mean, Kilo was right, I'm sorry. But Rook cuts him off. Was he putting on some sort of act? If anything, it was for Inumi's benefit. I decide to play along, as does Keela. Oh, I see. Well, that's cool. Very cool indeed. I can't tell if he's sincere or not. Well, moving on, I should go over to the basics with you two. Just stuff to know before I let you wander. Make sure you're paying attention, alright? Feel free to take any notes if you need to. Keela and I lean forward and listen intensely. The population is going to assume that the both of you speak Japanese. I'm just assuming that you don't, however. Right? Right. I nod. If someone tries to strike up a conversation with you, you'll have to let them know. You can say, Nihongo ge wakuremaisen. It's not perfect Japanese, but it'll show them you really don't understand. That kind of phrase will mark you as a foreigner. That's what you want to do. No need to get caught up in local affairs. Oh, and if the citizens call you a gaijin, just know that's a term of endearment. It's nice to know Rook can be civil and polite. For once he's actually helping us. I just assumed his default mode was condescending. Oh, I almost forgot. There is one thing you two should know. It's a stupid superstition, but almost all of Japan is up in arms about it. What is it? The midnight deaths. The midnight what? There's been a wave of murder and suicide hitting Tokyo as of late, but it gets a little weirder than that. All of the cases happen at midnight. Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. The deaths have been mysterious in nature. But for us, it's not just the midnight aspects that's important. It's when these deaths started happening in the first place. What do you mean? These deaths? They only started happening last month. The night our crew arrived in Tokyo. What? Some people think our tour is an ill omen. That perhaps being here is just the cause of it. What? That's not nice. Indeed. But now you know why we kept your arrival on the down low. Unannounced. Restrictions are even being put upon Clace. So don't feel singled out in all of this. It would probably be smart to keep the reason you're here a secret, at least for the next little while. Understand? He stares at me with the squinty, hateful eyes. This won't affect your involvement with Clace or his friends, or your enjoyment of Japanese culture, of course. Everything about this endeavour, I don't even know how to say that word anymore. Endeavour, I'm sorry, is still on par for the green. There's just a couple extra precautions we need to take. Yes, of course. I wanted to get this out of the way before you found out on your own. The streets of Tokyo almost empty much earlier than usual. People rushing home to be with their loved ones. It's said that those who wander the streets after midnight are looking for death to find them. Spooky, right? Yeah. Cut it out. Did you bring us here just to scare us? Sorry. The limo slowly comes to a stop, but this just leaves us all in an awkward silence. Well, I guess that means we're here. You know, I've got to say, you picked the worst possible time to tell us that story of yours, Rook. I'm easily frightened. Hey, it's better you hear it from me. Wouldn't want to let it slip and cause a huge scene in the middle of Tokyo, Keela. Rook leaves the limo without saying another word. Just as I was starting to feel free, I start to feel bogged down by terms and conditions. But I guess if the goal of peace of mind for us and the citizens of Tokyo, I can keep a little secret. Well, here we are. Just mind your heads as you exit. Wouldn't want to bang them on the way out. Would you like to save your game? Yes, I do. And I believe we're going to leave it off here, guys. If you guys did enjoy episode 3 of Major Minor, please click on the like button below and also comment in the section below on what other things I should do apart from Major Minor. Keep this as a running series. And yeah, hope you guys do enjoy. This has been Mura. Hope you have a great day, great night, or even a great afternoon, depending on where you are. And yeah, peace.